This is a demo of the purchase workflow for getting a subscription. So you go to the purchase page. Sometimes this button takes a while to load. It's for purchasing a subscription. Then I'm going to pick that. It's a fixed monthly price that's being charged for the subscription. Agree and subscribe. So this is the username and password. The username's a subscription ID because I don't want to keep track of users because of GDPR. And then this is the password. So save this. It's what you'll use to log in on the subscription page. And I just repeat it again. So now I'm on the subscription page. I did an auto login. So currently the deployment is not done. It's just started, and you can see there's some logs down here about the deployment, what's happening during the deployment. So I'm going to pause it while it does the deployment, which takes a couple minutes. Okay, so I'm back. I'm just going to press refresh. Hopefully it's done. No, not deployed yet. I was just waiting to do the test calls. Okay, I'll pause it for a bit. Pause. Okay, I'll hit refresh again. Now it's deployed. And then in the logs, there's one interesting thing is after it's deployed, I run the demo against the deployment and do a query. I think it's create a tank. So this is the time for the first query because it has to train the neural net, so it takes longer. And then the second time I do the query, it uses the cache. So it doesn't have to retrain the neural nets unless you change the config, right? But it hits the cache, so that's just the time to process the sentence. There is a disk cache and a memory cache. So if it hits the disk cache, it can go this fast, but if it's the memory cache, there'll be an extra, or the file system cache, there'll be an extra 3 seconds. And at this point, the demo page is now pointing at the deployment we just did, so I'm going to do a test sentence against it. There's just a warning that since it's the first time I'm running, it has to train the neural net, so it gets that extra long time instead of the fast time. I'm going to pause it while it's running and come back when it's done. Okay, so it worked. And that's the purchase workflow. So if you want to cancel your subscription, there's a button here. And if you press that, it'll delete the subscription and delete the subscription from PayPal, so you're not paying anymore. Always double check that it does that in case I have a bug, but it's supposed to delete the subscription. So I just pick that, and then the deployment's canceled, and if I refresh, I don't get to see anything good. So that's the purchase workflow with canceling workflow. Where's the stop?